What's up guys, Kaya J here and welcome back to the video. Today we're going to be talking about my top tips for women training jiu-jitsu. Alright, then it's going to cut. Train with Kaya J. Boom. Alright, obviously I'm a huge advocate for women in combat sports. Jiu-jitsu specifically has given me a lot of different mental, physical, and spiritual tools that I use on the mats and off the mats in my daily life. So I'm always going to advocate for women hopping into combat sports. I believe that one of the best things that you can do for yourself from a self-defense perspective is train jiu-jitsu. With all that being said, I'm always going to advocate for it, but I know it can be a little bit intimidating. One, because it is a very physical sport, and two, because it is very male-dominated. Sometimes I'm the only female in the room, but I'm lucky enough to be able to train with female black belts, brown belts. We have a nice little stable of women in our crew. Super lucky, but I know that's not the case for everyone. Today's video, I'm just going to be talking about easing into that journey, whether you're the only female in the room or whether you're just trying to jump in and you're brand new and you have no idea what jiu-jitsu is. Let's kick this off with tip number one. You gotta find the right environment for you. Brand new and you're trying to find a gym, maybe you're interested and you just don't really know. Search up your local gyms and plan to visit all of them. Don't just go to one and decide that that's the one you want to go to. You want to decide on the right environment. You got to find the right environment for you. Me personally, when I first started training, the first couple of gyms that I went to weren't really the environment for me, and I felt like maybe I don't like the jiu-jitsu thing, but I was lucky enough to be able to go and find the perfect fit for me. And then before you know it, I just like completely dedicated my whole life to jiu-jitsu. So don't just settle for the first gym. How do we find the right environment? Usually every gym gives you like a trial class. So during that trial class, I know you're gonna be a little nervous about going to try this thing, but I really want you to pay attention to the environment, the people around you. Are they nice? Are they welcoming? How is the instructor? Is he nice or she nice? Is she welcoming? Can you like vibe and understand their teaching style? Is it something that you think you can learn from in the future? That's super important because that's going to make you want to come and train. It's no good to go sign up for a gym if you're not going to go train because you feel awkward and the people are cliquey and stuff like that. Again, based on your goals, based on what you're looking to get out of this, just look for the thing that vibes with you, like the type of energy you're looking for.
% resistance, so that means 30% of your power and your speed and your technique, okay?
Pro, I need to elbow him.
Yeah, you should, make sure he can eat an elbow to the temple. We're gonna need to know that that's possible. All right, on three, 1, 2, 3, let's go.
I didn't mean to do it to him.
So tip number two is going to be for people that are already training. Find you some trusted gym partners. Everybody comes for a different reason. Everybody's looking to get better, of course, but everybody kind of comes for a different reason. And you want to find some people that are there for what you're there for. So initially I was there to just kind of figure out what it was, right? And so I had to like feel around and train with everybody to decide, all right, I like training with this person, not necessarily training with this person. I like to go hard with this person over here. There's no hard feelings when we do. I like to train with this guy. I kind of pick and choose my training partners based on what my goal set is for any given week, any given day. If I'm looking to go in and train super hard, then I know my people that I can rely on to give me some really good hard rounds and not be malicious. Like give me hard rounds, but not actually try to hurt me. And then I have my partners that I know that are more technical and that we're moving a little bit slower and we're trying to be more technical and flow and play. And those people, when I need those people, I go talk to those people. Which kind of brings me into tip number 3. This goes for beginners or people that are looking to get into jiu-jitsu. You have to communicate. Communication is key.
Pick it up long little cheap. Couple punches in the back. Hand-me-downs with the package. Mama put a little money.
I know there's not a lot of words being said on the mats when we're rolling, but during drilling, even during rolling, if you need to stop and say, hey, I'm not comfortable with that, I don't like this thing. Can you not go as hard? Can you up the intensity some? Like, you have to be able to communicate. And that's a really hard one because I struggled with that at first. I kind of almost relied on my coaches to be like, hey, up the intensity with her sometimes, instead of me saying, hey, I'm looking for hard rounds today. Or if you're just a person looking to, dial the intensity back, sometimes you have to say, hey, I'm rolling light today. I don't want to roll super hard. I'm looking to learn and work on this thing. Are you willing to do that with me during this roll? If not, be willing to move on and find a new partner. And if you really follow step 1 and step 2, then you shouldn't have an issue. There shouldn't be any like real tension between you guys once you decide that, hey, I'm looking for a different partner. All of that should be nice and easy, nice and smooth. Again, communication is key if you're going to be in the sport. If you want to feel comfortable, if you want to continue to train and want to have the motivation to go train, you got to follow those steps. You got to find the right environment to train in, find trusted training partners, and you got to communicate with them. And you need to also kind of communicate with yourself and be honest with yourself. Don't just, let all those emotions build up and lash out later. Communicate with yourself, kind of monitor your thought process while you're training.
Come on, that's it. Come on, that's it. Bailey, come up and disengage if you have to. Now firing on the break, Now strike. Nice.
I can't be fucking these dog hoes and let the bitch go in blood. I can't be trapping no regular cars if this got going in blood.
Final tip is to reach out to women that are training. Reach out to other women that have been here, that have been training jiu-jitsu, been training in combat sports, and just ask them about their experience. It's a really unique thing to be a woman in combat sports. There's not a lot of women that like to punch each other in the face or choke each other, but when you do find those women, you found your people, man. I've personally, after competing and stuff, have really vibed with some of the people I competed with. We'll choke each other, we'll try to rip each other off, and then be best of friends afterwards. So it's super liberating to find your people. And so if you need to reach out to somebody that you look up to, some people on the gram, some people you see doing the thing. The goal in all of this is to fill these mats with women that are looking to either defend themselves or to get active, get out there and get after it, And it only works if we work together. We can bring as many women into the sport as we want, honestly. We just have to make sure that the environment is right for them to train in. So if you need some advice on finding a good gym, or talking to your training partners, communicating with your training partners, or finding good training partners, feel free to hit me up on Instagram, shoot me a message, reach out to other women and ask questions. I'm sure they'd be more than happy to welcome you onto the mats or provide you with some kind of guidance on your journey. Hope this helps. I'll catch you somewhere on the mats. Me and Travis, we're gonna get married. You had 20 years? Hold on, let me ask. How many years have you been married?
15.
15. I told you.
Yeah, no, it's 15 years until I get to make this beautiful lady my wife.
This our third.
Whoa. Feels good.